And this is not something you can dodge. If you say abortion is a crime or abortion is murder, you have to deal with it under the law. Should abortion be punished?
Well, people in certain parts of the Republican Party and conservative Republicans would say yes, they should be punished.
How about you?
I would say that it's a very serious problem, and it's a problem that we have to decide on. It's very hard.
But you're
are you going to say, well, wait, are you going to say put them in jail? Is that
well,
the
no, what I'm asking you, because you say you want to ban it. What's that mean?
I am pro-life, yes.
What is ban? How do you ban abortion? How do you actually do it?
Well, you know, you'll go back to a position like they had, where people will perhaps go to illegal places, but you have to ban it.
You ban it and they go to somebody who flunked out of medical school.
Are you Catholic?
Yes, I think
And how do you feel about the Catholic Church's position?
I accept the teaching authority of my church on moral issues.
But do you know their position on abortion?
Yes, I do.
And do you concur with that position?
I concur with their moral position, but legally I get to the question. Here's my problem with it.
No, but let me ask you, but what do you say about
it's not funny.
Your church? Yeah, it's really not a funny thing. What do you say about your church? They're very, very strong.
They're allowed to, but the churches make their moral judgments. But you running for president of the United States will be chief executive of the United States. Do you believe believe in punishment for abortion? Yes or no, as a principle?
The answer is that there has to be some form of punishment.
For the woman?
Yeah, there has to be some form.
10 cents, 10 years,
I don't know. That I don't know. That
why not?
I don't know.
You take positions and everything else.
Frankly, I do take positions and everything else. It's a very complicated position.
Hillary Clinton was up in Harlem giving a speech. She singled out Trump for being intolerant in her speech and then was quick to respond via Twitter to what he said about abortion. Quote, just when you thought it couldn't get worse, horrific and telling, Clinton said. Trump tried to walk back his remarks in not one but two text statements that he put out over the course of the afternoon. One out just moments ago reads, quote, if Congress were to pass legislation making abortion illegal and the federal courts upheld this legislation, or any state were permitted to ban abortion under state and federal law, the doctor or any other person performing this illegal act upon a woman would be held legally responsible, not the woman. The woman is a victim in this case, as is the life in her womb. My position has not changed. Like Ronald Reagan, I am pro-life with exceptions. So, John, this is swirling. It's replaced yesterday's Trump controversy. How big a problem is this for Trump now?
God, it's a big problem on almost every level, Mark. I mean, you think about what this means for Donald Trump in a general election. It's the kind of talk that when we talked about Marco Rubio's posture on abortion as making it hard for him to win a general election, this is just as bad. It's rhetorically horrible. He's in a position where he's not only at odds with Democrats, with independents, he's at odds on this issue with a lot of conservative Republicans who think that not that women should be penalized, but that doctors should be penalized. Trump's trying to fix that, but then the language in that attempt to fix it is incredibly patronizing and condescending towards women who have abortions, calling them victims. It's bad on every level and plays into this woman narrative that's been building for weeks, for at least a week now with him. All bad, 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 bad.
This is a very hard issue for those in the pro-life community because there is no good answer, and conservatives often will criticize me for asking the question because it seems logical that if abortion is murder and a woman decides to have one, she should be punished, but it is politically untenable to say that. And now Trump has switched from saying women should face penalties for having an abortion to saying that they're victims, which is an old-fashioned view of women that I think will alienate a whole other group of people. He's tried to clean it up. He can hope it goes away. He can try to make it go away. But this shows that when he is pressed, as Chris Matthews did, on tough issues, he's still learning as a first-time candidate.
Well, yes, and I think the thing about that is the way that Matthews got him on this was by actually kind of testing, trying to get a little bit more depth with him on this issue. It is a complicated issue. It's a complicated moral issue. It presents lots of conundrums, but Trump isn't really even sure what the pro-life position is as he was pressed on it there. He's faltering there in his actual grasp of what his position should be. So it's showing a certain underlying weakness of him as a candidate, and as I said before, we both said, it's just a position, no one's going to let him forget this. Certainly Hillary Clinton's not going to let him forget this in any general election if he's the nominee.